Hey, what is happening, guys? Doc with you. Going down the road here, so I make a quick video talk about Tesla. I think the stock's going to be good for probably 250 or 260 here, possibly even tomorrow or next week. I mean, typically what you see with these unveils is, buy the rumor and sell the news. And I've seen a lot of profit takers the last couple 3 days, in shares of Tesla that, everybody's kind of afraid that that's going to be the case. But what I think they've created is a new opportunity for people to jump in. A lot of these bigger name people that are, TV personalities have all talked about if you could grab, shares of Tesla for, 2.25 or something, you should be doing that. And today 226 really played support. So the way that I'm playing it is, and I'm also paying attention to what I'm doing here while I'm going down the road, which you're gonna go, no shit, dumbass, is what you should be doing. The way that I played it today was down in the 225 area. I ended up buying the May 8th call options for 235 strike price. It cost me right about $6 or so. Can't remember exactly. I have to look at a lot of trading today. And so the bet there is that obviously we're going to be 235 or better. The option itself was down pretty heavily today, and so I saw it as a buying opportunity to support my long position. Still holding my long position, just riding through it. It's just kind of turbulence for me. I don't really want anybody to get lost in all of the noise about this thing. I want you to look at a few different things. So if you're still with me, let's pay attention to this. The batteries that Tesla's talking about having, if they're truly an evolutionary device that's better than other batteries, and it's not uncommon, guys, to hear people say, "Oh yeah, we got this new battery," whatever. That happens all the time, every year. But I tend to lend some credibility to Tesla because of Elon Musk and because of the proven capabilities that their batteries have had with some of their Tesla vehicles, and how they're increasing longevity and the lack of real failure rate there. So that's kind of been the holy grail in the solar energy arena is, sure, you can capture solar during the day, and then you kind of need to use all of that, or if you're not using it, then you have to sell that immediately. And we've had conventional lead acid batteries, but you don't get a lot of cycles of life out of them. You don't have a very good discharge ability out of them unless you have a whole lot of them, and then you either series or parallel them correctly. But that's a lot of infrastructure. So this is kind of a problem solved, all-in-one box solution that Tesla's developed, and we're going to learn more about tonight. Think of applications in terms of space. I mean, can these be used on satellites? I've heard Elon Musk talk about his dissatisfaction with satellites and their solar capabilities. Maybe there's some opportunity there with SpaceX, which he already does. Space capsules that they're using. Other countries, Russia might start using them. Think outside the box of what you might already be thinking, which is just, it's gonna supplement an additional thing to solar power, which is already billions and billions of dollars right there. I think that the company itself has to be viewed as something other than just a car company. I mean, there's been this big gripe about, look at GM's market cap and look at these other automakers and their market cap, and Tesla's got a market cap that's, closely on the heels of those, but they sell an overpriced car, and all the different gripes that people have. I'm not sure if this really makes Tesla a car maker or more of a kind of a pure tech play, right? And if it's a tech play, then then you have to value that as such. And even then, Tesla could be technically overvalued because of their cash flow situation and their their all the different things that go into making up earnings. So you have to look at the future a little bit, and you have to say, okay, what does the future hold for this company? How far out do I have to look? And it doesn't look like it's very far. In fact, if you look at analyst estimates, they're looking to probably be profitable here in the second quarter of this year. So EPS right now is negative 50 cents for Q1, and then it just gets better into Q2, better into Q3, better into Q4, and it's one that just makes your head hurt. This type of company, because they've got so many different opportunities and so many different things that they're working on, and areas that they have an opportunity to monetize. And then the part that kind of pains you is they take all of the money that they make and they reinvest it right away, and in fact take on some debt in order to accomplish some of their goals with things like the Gigafactory, and they're building out their infrastructure. But all of those things have value too, because that's an asset, right? So anyways, with all of that said, we're really just right at about the same spot right now that we started the year out at. Same as the Dow. Dow's only made 17 points this year after all of the ebbs and flows, and Tesla too is about even at the year, but at the beginning of the year. But we've made a lot of progress since last year and the year before that and everything else. I really think that we're good for about 250 or 260 a share here in the near term. What happens after that, I don't know. I mean, they could completely bomb this live event tonight. They could completely bomb their earnings. We could end up having a surprise on earnings and it beats. But it seems like there's a lot of attention being paid to this. There's a lot of short interest, and if the event tonight goes over well, you could have a short squeeze ahead. So with my call options, I've got some protection that's built into that. But I'm leaning more towards that's the direction to go. And you also got to remember, guys, there's only like 100 million or so on the float of this thing, so it can move really far, really fast. If you got any questions or comments or whatever, leave them in the box. I've been sitting here bullshitting for 8 minutes now, and I don't know if I've gotten a point across or not. But thanks for your attention if you paid it this far, and catch you guys on the next one. See ya.